Hey guys, Hayley here. I wanted to bring a quick video to you just off the back of my holiday. So I had a really quick holiday down at Perisher on the ski fields and I had my first try at snowboarding, which was absolutely amazing. I did leave with a little bit of an injury, but other than that, I really felt that I was able to master a new skill while I was down there. And it got me thinking, is as I was learning this new skill, it really reminded me back to the time that I was learning how to do makeup. So I'm hoping that I might be able to kind of help share some tips with you guys that you might be able to draw from to help you along your journey as well. So the thing that I noticed is with snowboarding, as with learning any new skill, when you're first trying something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. It's not easy. So for me, I hired my board and my boots and all this kind of stuff, all the gear and no idea, and they have a little section that you can go to for when you're learning, which is great because otherwise you're just going to get in the way of everybody that's tried, that knows what they're doing. So what happens is you strap your boots on and all this kind of stuff, and you hop on what they call the magic carpet, and it's like an escalator if you can imagine, and it takes you to the top of this baby hill, and you go off, and then you can practice standing up on the board and then working your way down. And what I noticed was the very first time that I went up the magic carpet, I nearly fell off the escalator to start with, so that was scary enough. And then, same deal. So at every step of the way, there was some kind of hurdle for me. So I nearly fell on the magic carpet. I nearly fell when I hopped off the magic carpet. Actually, I did fall, but I got off to the top of the magic carpet. And then, when I was learning to stand up on the snowboard for the first time, it was really challenging. So at every stage of me learning this new skill, it was a process, and I did struggle a little to get started with it all. But what I noticed was every time that I started to feel like I was getting into a flow and I just started to pick something up a little bit, or I made a little bit of momentum getting down the hill, if I then stopped and went and had something to eat, and maybe there was a period of time that had passed, maybe an hour or so, and then when I went back out again, even though towards leaving for my lunch break, I felt like I nearly cracked it. I was just kind of making progress. When I hopped back on the board and jumped on the magic carpet again, I kind of felt like I was back to the beginning. I just felt like I'd kind of regressed a little bit with my learnings. And the same goes with makeup artistry. So when you're learning any new skill or learning to apply makeup, whether it's a winged liner or a smoky eye, whatever it may be, the first time you're going to do it, you're probably going to suck at it. I'm going to be honest, as we all are when we're learning any new skill. But what I did find is, particularly when I was snowboarding, over the period of the 3 days that I was there, the more consistent and persistent I was at learning this new skill, the quicker I picked it up. So by the end of the 3 days, not only was I out of this little learning area, so I essentially had my training wheels taken off and I was able to master getting on the chairlift, going up to the top of the hill and actually snaking my way down the hill. So I really picked up this, I won't say mastered, but I was able to be really confident with this new skill. And the only reason why I was able to do that was because I noticed after having my lunch break, it was about an hour or so before I went back out again, because I felt that I had this kind of disconnection between where my skills were before I had my break versus after. I was really mindful of that. So what I decided to do moving forward, because I only had 3 days, I made my breaks shorter and I was more consistent and persistent at kind of pushing through and learning any new skill. So every time that I felt really frustrated because I kept falling over, or and there was snow hitting me in the face, and times it was challenging at times, I won't lie, but I knew that if I pushed through that uncertainty as to whether I was ever going to pick it up again, and if I was consistent enough at trying, that I would pick it up. And sure enough, I did. So by the end of that 3 days, I was confident at jumping on the chairlift and working my way down the hill. And sure, I still fumbled here and there, but I nailed it. I really felt like I'd learnt a new skill. And I really wanted to be able to share this with you guys, because I speak with so many women that struggle when they're first learning makeup, and they feel like they have a lot of self-doubts, like they're not good enough, they're never going to be able to pick it up, they'll never master that technique. But my advice for you is, and whether it's makeup or anything else that you're trying to learn, the key to mastering a new skill is you need to condense your learning, if you want to pick it up quickly, condense your learning into a short period of time and consistently try. So keep trying. So let's say, for example, if you're doing a winged liner, what you would need to do is you have your first attempt and be prepared, it's probably going to be really sucky. So have a go, but then you need to take it off and do it again. Take it off and do it again, and do it over and over and over again in a short period of time. So rather than saying having to go once or twice on the weekend and then waiting for another week before you try it again, you really need to be persistent and consistently try this new technique, over a week or two. And I promise you, I think they say it's normally about 20 hours. So if you dedicate yourself to, within a short period of time, to really practicing that skill, I promise you, you will master it so much quicker. Your self-confidence will be incredibly boosted, and I think you'll be blown away at the results that you're able to get. So there's my takeaway. My lessons from snowboarding down in Perisher is be consistent and persistent, and I promise you, you will get the skills that you're looking for. So I hope this has been helpful, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.